Hey, what is going on, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more Football Manager in the Shadows Let's Play. A few things have happened between episodes. First off, we've gone and created a 4-4-2 formation, which we're going to try and see how we get on. As you can see, pretty much the same team, although Norwood has made his way back into the team just to see, because Emmanuel Thomas doesn't really like playing in this position. So we're just going to see if that works any better for us. We might swap it round to put El Hassan in, but this is what we're going with straight off the bat, just so we can go through the tactic. It's quite a positive attempt at getting the ball forward. We're looking at shorter passing out of defence with a slightly higher tempo, and we're trying to work that ball into the box to create the chances. We're counter pressing when we lose the ball, and when we win we're trying to counter quickly, distributing to the fullbacks and the defence, and then out of possession we're not diving in. We are pushing for the ball slightly, but we're staying fairly tight in the defence. So nothing particularly incredible. We're just trying something that is different to what we've got. So we're going to go straight into this. We're playing Notts County. They are about 20th, I think. We are lacking in some match practice in some positions, as we know. This means we've got Richucci and Cole playing. Cole hasn't played for a very long time. Let's hand it over to the team and let's see if we can do any better than we've done the last couple of games. We've been spanked a couple of times, hence the change of formation. We have put a lot of training emphasis onto the tactics. Also, actually, just to mention, we went out and did some Williams with a free kick. Ooh, pretty tame effort. We went out and did some signing of backroom staff. Nothing particularly exciting. We got in some youth coaches because we didn't have any. A new scout, a new head physio. Ooh, unlucky. And lastly, we brought in a director of football. That director of football is Terry Butcher. Oh, good save keeps. For those of you who don't know, Terry Butcher was a centre half. Played for Ipswich. Played for England. Iconic picture of him with his head bleeding, and a headband on, blood all over his shirt. But he's got great stats. I'm kind of hoping that he might be able to bring in a bit more professionalism, maybe help in some of the tasks. I might get him to work on signing sort of youth players, that sort of thing, maybe. Oh God. But yes, he hopefully will bring a bit more. Oh no, that is never good. God damn it, that could be really bad. I'm hoping that he'll just bring in sort of a level of professionalism and experience that maybe we didn't have at the club. So that's why he's here. I don't really know the impact that directors of football have on Football Manager, but I saw him. He was out of a job. Thought he's got a lot of knowledge of areas outside of the UK in terms of scouting. I think last job he had was a manager in the Philippines. So he hopefully will bring something new to us. So that's that. I guess time will tell what that actually means. But he might also help in attracting players to the club. I thought he was in then for a second. Okay, come on, boys. We started quite well, but all of a sudden we seem to have hit a bit of a dip. Here goes Stewart. Cole looks for a ball over the top. Gadu doesn't get there. Richucci didn't really look that interested in winning that ball. There's a ball over the top. Buxton is there. It's going to be one of these highlights, is it, where it just goes back and forward. Our midfield has been caught out. It's a good ball. Good hands by the keeper. Tame effort, really. Okay. Played over top. Gadu is in. Gadu has scored. Get in. Richucci with the ball, and Gadu with the finish. He's been a great signing for us. Hopefully he's kind of one of those that goes under the radar slightly, because he hasn't been attracting interest like Bilal and Roos were. But I get the feeling if he continues to do this, some clubs in better leagues will be interested. but all we can do is just keep going, really. Cole with a free kick. Wide of the post. How are we looking? Everyone's looking relatively fit. Ball over the top. They're in. They've scored. That's terrible defending from the set piece. Our set piece defensives has been absolutely woeful. I possibly need to... I mean, to be fair, we've got enough men back there. Just no one tracked the run. Poor marking. That's the problem. I think we'll just make a change in here. We'll take off you and bring on you, maybe. Is there anything else we want to do? I don't think so. Let's go with this. Norwood off. Al Hassan on. 10 minutes to go. They've got a throw in. We've gone attacking. This might not be the best option. There's Al Hassan. Can he find a pass? He's looked for Gadoo. Gadoo is over the top again. This time he hasn't managed to beat the defensive trap. But Banks, oh my lord. What in the world was that? Scissor kick. Again, Gadoo working on the shoulder of the defender. It's really paying dividends. And what a volley. You don't stop those, mate. Get in. Can we see this out? Back to winning ways with a new formation. What are the chances? I mean, it didn't look... I mean, we had a lot of shots, but it didn't look particularly convincing in the middle there. But well done, boys. Okay. Back to winning ways. I like that. We're back up to 12th place. What else have we got going on? Vintage display. Relying on tried and tested 4-4-2. Tactical switch certainly paid off. Yay, only 5 games that win. Vandenberg. So we also asked all these players to go and see what they can do in terms of signing people. Reece Wiggins, staff limits, that's fine. Yeah, so we asked them when they came in to go and find players or recommend players that they've met in previous roles. So we might get some interesting requests in there, so we'll have a look at those. But yes, I think now we've got some things in place. I think the next thing to do is some staff in place. The next thing to do is maybe look at the scouting regions or the things that we can go and ask the board for might help. So things like facilities we could improve, training facilities and all the rest of those things. Where is it's over here somewhere, I think, isn't it? Where do I find club? Here we go. This is what I wanted. Facilities. So our stadium condition is good. Undersoil heating, no roof, no grass. All the rest of these things. Corporate facilities average. Training facilities good. Data analysis facilities poor. That means we've got like a spectrum. Good youth facilities. So I don't think improving these, but some of this stuff might be wise. So let's go back to the board. What can we actually ask them for? Facilities. Okay, I don't think we want any of those. Affiliate club, decreased scouting range. Senior affiliate, trial day, scouting range. New contract change velocities. Don't think there's too much that we want to do in here. Maybe improve youth recruitment. I believe the recruitment is good enough already for club our size. Although we don't usually respond to well upon your passion on this issue is not going unnoticed. After considering we've decided to grant your request, that concludes the meeting. Thanks very much. I just had to get a bit stroppy, that was all. Our youth recruitment network budget has been upgraded, and over time this will be considered on par with the other clubs of our stage. Okay, fine. So I don't really know what that does, if I'm honest with you, but I think these are things that we needed to do. So another coach in, another scout in, and another coach in. Beautiful. So some under 18 coaches coming in as well, which we probably need, because I think for the first half of this season our scouts and coaches haven't really done a lot. Well, our coaches certainly haven't done a lot. Is there a way of seeing like the under 18s training? Here we go. Okay. So this is the edit coaching assignment. I just like to make sure that if we were to remove all these and then ask the assistant to assign again, it's going to do the same thing. But let's get rid of this one. So the good news is here, we've got a lot of people just doing one or two things. So you're in, what's your skill set? Attacking. So let's get rid of this here and put you in the attacking. So you can see that this increases this by 1. So what's my skill set? Attacking, technical. So he's a better coach than me. So I'm going to put me on this, doing all of these, I think. So we've got some all right coaching going on down here. Schedules. What can we do, like a proper make it work harder type training? Is that something we can do? We'll get them playing the same type of tactic. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way of saying, right, work harder, everybody, you little scumbags. Let's leave it at that until the end of the season. Now we've got some coaches in, we might see more improvements from some of our young players, and also some of our young players might come to the forefront. Okay, let's keep going. I should probably send our scout out, but we'll play the next game and then we'll find somewhere to send our scouts. Just actually on that scouting knowledge, we can now see that some of our knowledge, not massively, but some of our knowledge is starting to increase where players are coming in from other places. Not huge, but it just means that we might find some players in these areas that we've seen before. Scouting centre, we've got a budget here of 4.4k remaining. Can we increase this? Don't know if this is worthwhile doing, really. Let's leave it at that for now. 2 members of the recruitment team unassigned. Who wants some assignments here? Responsibilities. I probably should look at this as well, because at the moment I do everything pretty much. We'll have a look at this outside of the episodes and come back to it, and I'll tell you what I've done. But yeah, I think a good bit of time just to get everybody ready and up to speed with this. So generally, when scouting things come in, I tend to acknowledge the ones that don't need scouting and click scout the ones that do, just to get us underway with some of this. We could keep scouting them, but I think just continuing to go down this road is wise for now, just to build up as much knowledge as we can. That's usually the way I tend to approach it. Okay, not a lot going on. We've got some very bog standard training going on. Tranmere player named in team of the week, Ollie Banks. Good work, son. So we just need to have a think about what we're doing with strikers, because Norwood clearly isn't up to the task. Norwood, I don't know if anyone's watched Game of Thrones, but Norwood reminds me a little bit of Reek from Game of Thrones. Like, he was this strong, powerful striker when we came in, and now he's like a shadow of his former self. He's struggling, can't do anything right in my eyes, and he's had his penis chopped off. Spoilers. Right. Let's just acknowledge this and keep going. As I said, I don't tend to do much between episodes, between games. I tend to leave everything to the scouts and the coaches, and then if I need to, I'll go and have a little look at the the scouting report, see if anyone takes my my fancy, and go and set some manual scouts. So one thing I often do is go to a big club and scout the youth players. That way that when the end of the season comes around and those youth players don't renew contracts, we've got a bit of information on them. That tends to be what I tend to do. And speaking of youth players, we announce our intake of new players. Kevin Dickinson stands out from the crowd. He does? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Doesn't stand out that much for me, but fair enough. Young goalkeeper. Okay. We don't want to attend the game. We'll just carry on. We'll just sign them all because I don't know if you've noticed, we had a few games where we've tried to play and they've said you need young players trained by the club. So getting that started might not be the worst option. They're not great, but finding some young players for ourselves is going to be wise as well. And at the end of the season, we'll get rid of the ones that we don't want. Send the assistant. Let's get going. Okay. Not a lot happening from our dynamics point of view. I don't think I've ever taken a tactical briefing, nor do I ever want to. Okay. Did I just see that Exeter in second place? Yeah, okay. This is a test. Exeter away, our new formation. This is a test. I think this might be a loss, if I'm really honest with you, but let's just see how we get on. You never know. We could surprise ourselves. We won't surprise ourselves, but... Oh my lord, our under 18s won. We're in 6th place. Oh, I didn't actually see what was wrong with Williams. We should probably check that out. Williams, how long are you out for? 5 days, 2 weeks. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's do a quick pick. Let's make that change up there, I think. And you know what? We're going to put you in for Norwood because Norwood is pony. This looks fine to me, I think. Who have we got in the middle? Ollie Moulders. So we're playing a ball-winning midfielder. I think we should probably change them for Banks then. Okay, here we go, everybody. Maybe swapping these two round might be wise as well. Maybe changing one of these to a target man might not be a horrendous option. Putting Emmanuel Thomas up there, but they're playing a 4-4-2 as well. Let's encourage the team and let's get started. Off we go, everybody. Oh God, it's a good start. The other thing I haven't done, which I probably should, a little bit difficult at the moment because I don't think we're allowed any more short-term loans, but we should probably go to Liverpool and have a look at their players because we've got an affiliation with them, which means we could potentially steal some of their young players for a season who are better than the players that we've got. But we'll wait until the start of next season to worry about looking at that. It's a good ball out to Cole. Terrible cut inside, mind you. We're putting on some pressure, though. We'll say that. Until now. Oh, there's Moulders. Look at the football. It's total football. Gadu out to Santala. To Banks. They're putting on some good pressure. Good ball in behind. Banks is in. Oh, Banks hits the post. Poor reactions to follow up, but great football from us, so we'll say that. Corner ball. Ooh. Pim in goal makes the save. Oh, frustrated. They don't like my shouting on the bench. They prefer me just to sit in silence. Like Steve McLaren, essentially. Okay. Al Hassan is motivated. Oh, we've lost the ball here, and they've played one ball over the top, and they are in. Abraham's good save keeps. Can we defend a set piece just before half time? Gonna say, referee, come on. Get the cards out. That was disgusting. A drab match so far. You know what? We'll take it. We're seeking revenge. Interestingly, in previous football managers of years gone by, the do this for the fans, this seek revenge, never really seemed to do a great deal. It's nice that they responded a little bit to it. We played Lanzetta for a couple of games ago, and he let in like 4 goals, and we haven't played him since, which is maybe a bit harsh, but that's where we are. Got a couple of players closing this down without really making much effort to close this down. They're both out of position now. There's Gadoo. Played the ball over. Al Hassan is in. Could he get his first goal? He could. It's taken him 17 years, but he's finally got his first goal. I mean, it probably helps that we're playing him up front. But get in. Look at him go. Sprinting forward. Nice little first touch and a tidy finish. I question the goalkeeper getting beaten at that near post. But 63 minutes gone. We're a goal up to the team in second place. Al Hassan has taken a knock. Let's make a sub in here. You can go on. Fine. Anyone else want to? I think we're okay. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go a bit more defensive. They're now playing free up top. 4 minutes of injury time. We're through 2 of them. Oh no. Cole levers it forward to Gadoo. Our young strikers in the middle. Oh, the cross is blocked, but there we go. The goal from Al Hassan was the difference. Good work, everybody. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Next up is Crew. We're still in 12th. We're 7 points off top of the bottom spot in the playoffs, so it's unlikely. But 2 games in a row, tight groin, out for 1 day. He finally scores after 23 competitive matches. I think that's a little bit harsh because only 6 of them have been starts. So it's not quite as bad as that. We're going to put a cut in the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. We will see you again soon. Thank you.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach out?